Want to start with an opening statement, Bunks?
Yeah. Let's say that first. This game scared the heck out of me last week, to be honest with you. More than the Aurora game, more than Marion game, more than the Dominican game. Our fourth game in 7 days, emotional win on Thursday. We got some guys not feeling well. You can tell we're just we're a little bit tired. But you know what? You got to find a way. You got to find a way. We were able to do that. Our energy in the first half wasn't very good. Our energy in the second half was good, but we still, we were able to make some shots in the second half. But we won. That's all that matters. We went 3-0 this week, which keeps us in the race for the South, and that's what we want.
How much did the zone throw you guys off?
We run against zone, we run a zone in practice, and for whatever reason, it just seemed like we were out of sync. We have a special that we run against it. We ran it well the first time, but we had somebody go in the wrong place. I guess I said we didn't run it well because we had somebody not in the right place. But no, when you see a zone, I was like, okay, I didn't feel like we were going to be in trouble. But what happens is you start missing some shots. And all of a sudden the game is close, and I thought we got tight, and all of a sudden guys didn't want to shoot it. I really thought the only two guys that wanted to shoot it from the perimeter, at least in the last 3 or 4 minutes, were these two guys. They wanted the ball in that situation. Ralph makes a big shot, and Mike makes some big shots to keep us in the hunt.
Ralph, you got to talk about the shot at the end of regulation.
We was running a play. I ran it wrong, and I got open and I just knocked it down. That's pretty much it.
Oh, we ran it right. Don't tell the press that.
Then what about at the end of overtime there? You had the game-winning shot too. About 30 seconds left. What was the play there?
Get the ball in the rim. That's it.
You seemed providing a little bit of a spark off of the bench there. Was it just a case of you, not wanting to lose this game?
I'm tired of losing, and I did want to win.
And you guys started out, I think you were down 10-4 in rebounds, and then you turned it around and had that good rebounding stretch to help you get back in the game because of the shots and things. And it was just determined to just hit the glass at that point? Well,
we talked about it at half, and we talked a lot about it during the second half. We were missing shots. So opportunities to get offensive rebounds were there, but for whatever reason, we all kind of just stood there and watched in the first half. And, zone's tough to rebound out of because you're not matched up with somebody. So it was a point of emphasis in the second half, and thank goodness we got a couple offensive rebounds. So some we put back, some we got a reset on the shot clock. So Mike had 10 offensive rebounds off the wing, for that reason, just being more aggressive. So, because it wasn't like we were all of a sudden magically making a ton of shots, but getting second chances also gives you a little bit of life, and I thought that did to it, gave us some life too. So.
I give Nate credit because even though he didn't score, he had 7 assists. It wasn't like he wasn't playing hard; the shots just weren't going.
No, Nate was not feeling well. He was thrown up after the game. His energy level wasn't there, and it's tough because our team feeds off of him. If he's not attacking the rim, if he's not defending, and there's a lot of pressure on him. He's the one really returning starter that was on a team that went to the NCAAs and lost to the eventual runners-up in the national tournament. But and we got a whole new team. So he puts a lot on his shoulders. And tonight being sick, and now we're in a zone, and he fought through it. And I thought the second half he played much better. Even though he missed some shots, he was now getting into the lane, distributing, getting into the right people, and then 2 huge free throws, down the stretch, which for him is going to be big for us. He's going to have to make free throws down the stretch, and he did. He did tonight.
They only took 5 free throws in the entire game. Good job of your guys is not committing fouls and overcommitting a bit. Or
the refs just didn't blow the whistle. No. Can I get fined for that? Is there a back fine? I'm not sure. No, I thought they did a lot of isolations. They did a lot of ball screens. They did run motion, but they didn't really attack the rim until they got on the wing from some ball screens. The other thing is, we did a really poor job of rotating. We should have taken a lot more charges. We should have jumped out a little bit more on our ball screen. So maybe that would have created some more fouls. But defensively, what are you going to say? I mean, they scored 57 points in 45 minutes. I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that. So,
Mike, are you starting to get settled in? 16 points for you today. Shots are dropping in again.
Yeah, like I said, after the Aurora game, I think the first half of the season was just hard finding my role, being a first-year player. But we kind of talked after break a little bit more about our roles were, and I wasn't really sure in the first half of the season. I wasn't really comfortable, and Coach just told me I need to score. So now coming off the bench, I feel comfortable putting up shots. There's not as much pressure on me as when I'm in the starting lineup. I know when I come off the bench, I'm in there primarily to do one thing, and that's put the ball in the rim. And like I said, after the Aurora game, it's easy playing with Nate and J-Mo because they get you a lot of good looks. And tonight in the zone, I was able to kind of hang out around the three-point line. First half, they weren't falling, but luckily in the second half, I got a few to drop.
Raph, you look more comfortable taking your shots, too.
Yeah, I did.
except the first three. I think they went off the backboard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
shot down.
That was your warm-up one for the final one.
So a couple days, and then next you get a game for a battle for first place.
Oh, yeah, we're at MSOE on Wednesday. A much-needed day off tomorrow. I know our guys are pretty happy about that. But, we haven't really played great at MSOE in the last couple of years. But, yeah, they're a team ahead of us. When I told our guys, are we in the greatest position in the world? No. I mean, we're 6-4. We can be in much better position. But the teams that are ahead of us, we play. You know what I mean? So destiny's in our own hands. We go to MSOE, and if we can, well, the other problem is we haven't won a game in a road. And I told our guys at the beginning of the year, or at least the beginning of the conference season, the one way you win the league or you win your side is you got to win on the road. You got to take care of business at home, and you got to win some key games on the road. This one's a pretty key game on Wednesday, so hope we'll come out ready. And hopefully a day off will give us a break.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.